Yes. So, pillars of democracy. Now I will read. I give you a basic information about it. Correct. Enlightened citizens. What are the citizens? How are they going to be enlightened? What is the policies they are going to follow? What they are going to think? Enlightenment. This happened in the French Revolutionary also. Enlightenment. We know that democracy stands for the expression of the will of the people. It is the very basis of a democratic government. Base rule. Expression of people. Right of expression, just now I said. Changes are brought about by collective will of the people and not by the use of force. Nothing is force. You are free. You are free to make the right choices and to arrive at the right decisions. Every citizen should be well informed and socially responsive. Enlightened citizens, you have to culture them, you have to educate them about democracy. That we are not forcing you. Voting is not forcing anyone. You just go and vote. But in India, this does not happen sometimes. In also abroad, also it does not happen sometimes. People try to forge the elections, the voting rules. It does not mean that they should be highly educated or possess university degrees, but that they should be enlightened enough to make a responsible decision. Thus, political awareness is an important condition of democracy. Which person or which party can rule? What are they doing for the society? What are they doing for us? For this you don't need education. For this you don't have to have degrees. You can understand what people are doing for you. Which party, which political party is doing, which political party should I vote for? Politically enlightened citizens will be able to judge the performance of the government and make the correct choice of their representatives by evaluating the merits and demerits of the different candidates. Such voters will not be easily swayed by false promises made by the candidates or by their money or muscle power, which generally happens. Isn't it? Please vote for me. If you don't vote for me, this man has got a gun, tomorrow your family will be dead. Okay, sir. You go and vote. Nothing to feel scared. Oh, that candidate is giving to this village today, is giving free food, free fridges to all the families, those who will vote for him, free fridge. Everyone is voting for him. After the vote, he doesn't know you. Gone. How many days will that fridge stay? Nothing comes for free. Dear, nothing comes for free. Everything has got a reason, everything has got a cause. No one will give anything for free. Even in Delhi, a glass of water costs 10 rupees. It must be more now, I don't know. I was talking about a long time ago when I had been to Delhi. You want to drink water on the road, you have to pay money to drink water. Some places you have free drinking water, but nothing is free. Wise leadership. In large countries, people cannot directly administer themselves. They elect political leaders to represent them in the legislature. Correct. Elections are an important part of democracy. In large countries, people cannot directly administrate themselves. They elect political leaders to represent them in the legislature. Elections are an important part of democracy. Different political parties contest elections by fielding their candidates. The party leaders enlighten the voters at the time of elections. As a part of the election campaign, several public meetings are held in which various issues and problems are discussed. This helps people to make up their minds about whom to vote for. Once elections are over, the party which gets the majority forms the government. If none of the parties get a majority, a coalition government is formed. Thus, if the voters are enlightened, they will only elect leaders who are efficient and committed towards the country, towards them, to all the people. If such wise leaders run the government, the country will progress in a truly democratic manner. Or else, on the name of democracy, all corruption will happen. Understood? So, for knowing if someone is saying true or lies, do you have to study? Yes, you have to study that person. You must use your brains. You must know by the facts that what people are doing for you. Is he saying lies, or is he bluffing, or is he just saying for the sake of winning? Now one party wins, gets the majority, they form the government. Now no one is winning. You must have a specific gatheration of votes to win. You must have that lead. Suppose you don't have that lead, then you have to form a coalition government. You have to gather ministers who will come into your government and vote for you, who will give you support. There is also corruption in that. They buy off ministers with money. Come and join our party. We'll do this for you. We'll do that for you. So ministers come in. Or other parties which is on lower votes, they say, come on, let's get together. We'll form a party together and we'll rule the country. That is coalition government. Two parties get together on one decision. So we'll keep it till there here today. We'll go slowly. So we are on the pillars of democracy. This is in your project also. I have given some work. So it's going to be easy. It won't be bad. So I'll explain everything so that it will help in your project. If you have not completed your project, so till then, stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself, take care of your parents, love them, respect them, and be in a disciplined life. Follow your studies, follow your intuition, follow your dreams, work hard. Success will be knocking your door. I need progress, not success. I need progress. If you progress, success is always there with you. So stay home, stay happy, and do whatever you want after your studies. Bye bye.